Excuse me. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Radix, or welcome to Radix Math and Science channel. What we're talking about in this video, excuse me, is factoring. We've been talking about factoring for the past couple of videos. Excuse me. In this video on factoring, we're gonna do mainly examples. But before I do them examples, I do want to just give a little bit of information to recall. First, on how to conceptualize it, and I'll start with it. So, in this is what we talked about in the last video. How you want to conceptualize factoring is like making a family or identifying a family: child, mama, daddy. For example, if let's say the child is, because again we're gonna apply this metaphor for numbers and for math, right? So we're gonna make a family. So the child is 5, right? When we factoring, we trying to find out the parents. Who are the parents? So for example, for this one, it's gonna be 1 and 5. You see what I'm saying? These two are the factors of the number 5. And there's more. There's actually, it's infinite actually. But let's do it with just another quick example. Let's say the child was like 10 or 12. Let's say the child was 12. So the parents gotta be something like 1 and 12 or 2 and 6, 3 and 4. Let's see. 3 and 7, these couldn't be the parents, because 3 and 7 don't make 12. So you know these aren't factors. So that's kind of, so I'm gonna erase that but that's just kind of a way to conceptualize thinking about what you're doing when you're factoring. And it get a little bit more complex. What we're gonna talk about is kind of algebraic. So for example, let's say 2 and X had a child. 2 and X had a child. What would the child be, right? The child is gonna be 2X. We just put that in parentheses. That's just kind of the way to think about this, okay? It's a metaphor to kind of help you, again, achieve a mechanical understanding. So that's first, the conceptual thing. The second is, practically, when we start doing these examples, we're just doing division. And you're gonna see exactly what I mean. But that's just the second thing that I put up there for y'all to keep in mind. So let's start with these examples. So first, we're finna start factoring. So we got 2ab squared. 2ab squared minus 14ab. It look like a lot, but it's really not. The first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just keep in mind this subtraction sign. This separates everything. Addition and subtraction signs, they separate everything, each term. First thing I'm gonna do is see what we can divide, or see what this is made out of. So this is a 2, a b, or a b to the second power. But we can divide out of this. We can take a 2 out of this, and we want to see if there's a 2 that we can take out of this, and it is. We can take 2 out of 14. I'm gonna write the answer over here just so we can keep up with it. So we can take out a 2 out of this and out of this right here, because again, these are 2 separate. I could put parentheses around it. And then you got a negative 14 AB. So we just divided these two. We can take a 2 out of this and we can take a 2 out of this. After we do that, what are we left with? We left with A, B, squared over here. And over here we left with negative 7ab. Because negative 14 divided by 2 is negative 7, right? But again, we're just going to keep what we dividing out. We're going to keep that right here. So we got this still that we got to deal with. And we just repeat that same process. So this, is it anything that we can divide out of both of these right here? And the answer is yes. If you look, we got an AB right here and an AB right here. I'm going to write in these exponents just so y'all can kind of keep up with what's happening. So we got A to the first power and B to the first power. And we got A to the first power and B to the second power. We can divide both of these by A times B. So we can divide that out of here and here. So we're going to put that over here as well, A times B. When we divide this by A times B, A to the first times B to the first divided by A to the first, B to the first, that's going to give us, what we're left with is, look like B to the first. We left with B to the first power. And when we take A times B out of this right here, that just cancels out because this is A to the first, B to the first. So that just leaves us with a negative 7. And this right here is our answer. There's nothing else that we could really divide out of this. It's in as simple as this form as it can be. And what we're saying is that 2AB is one parent and B minus 7 is the other parent, and they came together and made 2AB squared minus 14AB. You might have to rewatch this to kind of really follow, but we're going to go ahead with this next example. Maybe the more examples that we kind of go through, you might catch the kind of rhythm. Next one we got 5a squared plus 55a. And it's the same process again. We're just doing division. We're just seeing what can we divide out of both of these terms right here. So for this one, I'm gonna use parentheses just to, this shit's not. Oh shit. Hey, motherfucker failed that time. I'm gonna put parentheses around these two just to kind of, just so we can keep up with what's happening. Positive 55a. So is it anything in both of these that we could divide out? The first thing that I see is we can take out a 5. We can take a 5 out of both of these. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll put the 5 to the side. And so after we divide both of it, so 5a squared divided by 5, after we do that, what we're left with is a squared. Keep those parentheses around it just so, so we can keep up with it. And after we divide 55a by 5, we get 11a, positive 11a. All right, so we still got this that we got to deal with right here. So the next thing, we just got to look and see, is there anything that we could divide out of both of these? And it is. Both of these, this is an a to the first power, and this is an a to the second power. So we can we can take out an a to the first power from this and from this. What are we left with when we do that? Well, first, let's just put it right here. What we left with over here is an a to the first power. Excuse me. When we take a squared divided by a to the first, what we're left with is a to the first power. And then when we divide a to the first by a to the first, that just kind of cancel out. And what we got left over is positive 11. And so this is the, these are the two factors. What we're saying again, going back to the child, mama, daddy, schematic, what we're saying is 5a is one parent and a plus 11 is the other parent. And they came and they made this equation right here. 5a squared plus 55. Now I'm gonna get rid of the parentheses. But they came together and made this equation right here. 5a squared plus 55a. We'll do one more example. Excuse me. Just to kind of again, you know, get some good drills in. It's one of, you might have to watch this video a few times, but just keep in mind this concept and just practice. Do some practice examples. The last one we'll do 16c squared plus 48c. Alright, so same process. It's just division. You know what I mean? This expression could be this long, and it's the same process. We just see, is there anything in both of these? And I'm gonna use parentheses again just to make sure that y'all can keep up with what's going on. Positive 48c. Is there anything in both of these that I could divide or take out? I can take a 16 out of both of these. That's easy, so we'll sit that 16 over here. When I take out this 16, what we're left with is c squared over here. And when I take out the 16 from this, that should go in there 3 times. Y'all let me know in the comments if that's right. That leave 3c. So we still got this to deal with right here. So the same process. Is there anything that I could take out of both of these? And this is c to the first power. So we got c squared and 3c to the first power. We can take a c to the first power out of both of these. So we're going to put that right here. C to the first power. When we divide these two, c squared divided by c to the first, that's just c. And 3 times c to the first divided by c to the first, that just cancel out, and you're left with a positive 3. Excuse me. So we're gonna end it off right there. The main concept is to remember that when you're factoring, you're doing division. That's practically, mechanically what you're gonna be doing. The conceptual way to kind of think about it is that you're trying to identify, put together a puzzle between child, mama, and daddy. I'll see y'all in the next video.